today I'm going to teach you how you can protect your Beyblade stadium. Yes, there is a thing, and yes, maybe you've seen other YouTuber bladers do this, and many other Beyblade stadiums have this. You would want to put tape, especially if it's going to be a Beyblade stadium that you're going to use for battle. I highly recommend you putting tape on these plastic walls. Beyblades, right? They're not nice to your stadiums. They really crack everything. So when you're spinning, especially attack type Beyblades, and especially more aggressive like the first generation Beyblades, they really beat up a lot of your walls. They tend to attack on these corners right here and there, smash into here. So if you ever are fortunate enough to have a stadium like this, or you're able to buy a Beyblade stadium, even if it's a fake one, a BB10 attack stadium like this, right? This is a fake one. This is not an original Hasbro or Takara Tomy. This is a Japanese, Chinese clone of that stadium, which is good. I do recommend this if you're not willing to spend a lot of money, because the official ones are expensive. But as you can see with this one, right, it's all beat up, it's all cracked, it's all disgusting. And I still love that stadium. It is a great stadium for Metal Fusion, even for some burst. The first burst I would recommend. For Beyblade Burst Rise, I do not recommend this because they just go crazy. But this really is a nice stadium if you want to buy them. They're really cheap. They're like $14, but they do come from Japan or from China, so it's going to take a while for it to come. But they are really cheap. Just look at that. It's just the quality overall. It's just bad plastic. And even the Takara Tomy, like the official Japanese Beyblade stadiums, they're stronger plastic. They're not flimsy. Like they're really hard. But the problem is that the Beyblades, right? The Beyblades, you're playing with actual spinning tops. So really, to do this, you need scissors, any type of knife. It can be an X-Acto knife or anything, and any type of tape that you like. You can use electrical tape, but in my case, I want to use white roll because it just bounces better. In my opinion, I think it looks better with the white because it contrasts. You know, it's better in my opinion, I think. So I'm using these two white tapes. This is more like a Scotch tape, and then this is more like a medical type of tape. And the reason I like to use this tape because it's just rugged. If I even use the scissors, like when I scratch it, it just slides off. So this is some really good tape. I bought this at my local Roses store. You can probably buy this in Walmart, I'm pretty sure. Literally, it's just medical tape, medical like binding tape to wrap around wounds, and this is a waterproof type material. And the reason I like it because I can scratch it and it won't really damage the tape surface at all, and that's what I really want. Use electrical tape. On this one, this old stadium, I did use electrical tape, but the Beyblades seem to still go through it. Yeah, I don't know how the heck they did that. I guess I launched them way too hard. Your stadium is like this. What's going to happen is they're going to get caught in here, and it's just going to stop the battle immediately, and that's no fun. So you can use electrical tape, but at this point, I'm not going to use it anymore. It's still good. Duct tape is like another good choice, but the duct tape, you know, it's gray and black. You can probably get creative and find cool ones. I'm going to use this Scotch tape as my first layer just to give it a little extra protection around here. And the way I like to do it, I like to grab the piece of tape, as so, like this, right? And I like to start from this part of the corner right here and just wrap it all the way around completely until it comes right back here. And then I'm going to do the same layer with this. But there's kind of a trick to it. It's not that simple because, as you can see, there's just like this dumb slope right there. I really do want to use the stadium, and so before I even had a semi just pass by, you were not going to hear what I was going to say. But anyway, I really want to get this video done and show you guys how it's done, because that way you guys can see more Bay battles. I really enjoy using this a lot, and this stadium is really nice for plastic generation Beyblades in my opinion. I like it. It's really big, and it's the V-Force one. It's really nice. I do like that. So I recommend you open the tape as long and wide as possible, and then work your way in getting this seam as flat as you can against the stadium, as best as you can. It won't be perfect, but just do the best that you can to get it wrapped around there, because that way you can get the most protection on your Beyblade stadium. And these things are expensive. They're getting way too expensive, and we got to take care of them as best as we can. It takes a lot of concentration. So I wanted to make a video. As you can see, I already did these two sides. I already had those two sides done. I wanted to have just one side done for you guys so you can see the process of this tape work that's going down here. I'm going to wrap it around gently here, as flat as you can. And at this point on this side is just for looks. It's just making it look nice. Nothing really too complicated, but it takes time. You know, if you really want to make it look nice, it requires some focus and some skills. I do not have those said skills, but we're doing the best we can. Now, I do give it does make the stadium look kind of weird because it's got tape on it, but you know, it's to protect it anyway, and it's not bad to use it. I don't know if this is legal or not, but I'm not going to be going to any tournaments. I make my own tournaments at home with my siblings. So now, coming to this part of the edge right here, right, you're going to split it in half. I'm going to gently open this up. And if you don't have it, don't worry. That's why we got the X-Acto knife to help cut it. Sometimes the scissors doesn't get it. Be gentle not to stab your own stadium. Right? Once you get it open, you just fold it over. Like so, right? Fold it over. Lift this off a little bit. Fold it over. Then fold this one over again. And now it looks okay-ish. It's not the best, but that's the idea that you want to do, because it's just going to look awful. But you need the most protection on these sides anyway. Same thing we're going to do with here. And then you're going to cut it right. You can see we're going to cut it right through. And it's just patience game, guys. This is just really tedious. It's just a pain. But the reason we do this is to protect the dang stadium, because they don't make them anymore. And I don't like the Hasbro ones too much, honestly. Those ones are too whack. You don't get too much excitement in battles, but if you have no choice, use them. Split it in half, right? Oh, made a scratch, but that's all right. Gentle. There we go. Success, except for that one scratch, but oh well. Fold it over. And then fold it over one more time. And boom, you got a nice protected first layer. Now this is layer 1. Now if you are just going to use Scotch tape, I recommend you doing multiple layers, because as you can see, that is still very thin, and so the Beyblades can still scratch and destroy that part of the stadium. Gonna put this thick stuff. But trust me, guys, all of this is going to be worth it, because that way your stadium is 100% protected from Beyblade attacks. Seriously, these things are terrible. Beyblades are mean to stadiums, guys. They really are. They suck. They just suck. If you haven't seen the unboxing or the reveal of this Beyblade lot, check it out. I'll be leaving a link down in the description. Here comes the tedious part. Oh gosh. There we go. Success. Fold it over. Fold this one over, and boom. Look at that, guys. It's starting to look great. Almost done, almost done. Cool, guys. It's getting done. There it is, guys, and that's how you get your stadium to look A1 with the tape. Yeah, I mean, it looks kind of ugly, really. I mean, this is all 4 sides, but it is now ready and prepared for battle. You can now launch your Beyblades at full speed without any worrying about your... This is the side we repaired on. These were the 2 sides I had already done, and now we can use this stadium without any worry. Sometimes too, like for example, even if the base of it or if your stadium gets broken, These things are fragile, they're old. You can put tape on top of the cracks and on the back of it, so that way it gives it more of a reinforcement. As you can see back there, has some tape, and there goes the magnets. But as you can see there was a crack, so I just put tape on the outer side. I didn't want the outside to look too baggy. You can see how there's a crack. The fracture started from right here and it climbed right back up, so I just decided to put tape on the other side. And there was another side here. I just decided to put tape. I said, what the heck? And it's not that bad. It doesn't look too bad. That is how you get your Beyblade stadium prepared for battle. That's really a cool feature with the magnets, guys. This one has no magnets. See, with this guy, you don't have to worry too much about the stadium getting destroyed, because really it doesn't attack much. But you see how it always ends up hitting the corners? It always does. So that's why you always want to. This guy is more of an easy goer. His tip is a semi-flat, but he is one of those real problems. I'm the real problem. But you see, it always ends up hitting that part of the stadium. But now with the tape, you don't have to worry about that. Now you don't have to worry about El Drago ruining your stadium, because now it's his stadium. It always ends up hitting that side. I don't know, it's always these corners. Always the corners, guys. Now with Metal Fusion, I don't think it's a real problem, but I still highly recommend you doing that, because you just never know. These metal tops, they always seem to attack, and they're furious. They're always furious. See, it doesn't hit as much, but you still wanna fix the stadium. I see, as with this guy, right? Watch. See, when it hits that, it just causes it to lose more speed. And that is not a good thing, guys. You don't want that. You want it to be fixed. See, it always ends up attacking that corner. It always does. I hope you found this I hope you found this tutorial helpful. I hope you liked it. Please share it with a friend. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up, follow, subscribe, comment what you like, what you want to see, and till the next video. Get out of here. Hey, stop, that's my battery. Ah, no. Peace out.